everybody, welcome back. In today's video we are going to have so much fun. We are going to be Christmas decorating. I know it's a little early for some, but I just couldn't resist anymore. I got a new tree because when we moved into this house we had much higher ceilings, so our tree looked tiny before. So I have a 9-foot tree I'm looking at right now. It's beautiful. We're gonna have so much fun. I'm doing something a little different this year. I always wrap my tree in some sort of ribbon, but this year I'm going to try something different. I have it right here. I created these little tails, I guess you could call them, and I'm going to stick them in the tree in certain areas. And also, I'm kind of going with a little bit of a white and gold and creamy and burlappy kind of look this year. I want something neutral and pretty, and I found this super cute, what do you call this? Gingham? Checkered? Buffalo check? White ribbon at Michael's, and I paired it with this really pretty gold ribbon on the back. I just tied it at the front or at the top with a little floral wire, and I'm going to stick it in the tree. I didn't attach the bottoms together because I want to be able to spread them out, just to create some more, make it look wider, because I was really hoping to get some 4-inch wire or 4-inch ribbon, but that was kind of hard to find. So I opted for the 2.5, and I'm going to just kind of spread them out a little bit and create a wider looking ribbon. So yeah, I'm going to take you guys along with me, and we are going to decorate this tree. We're going to make it look beautiful. And so the tree we had last year, we put that in our bedroom, and I'm going to decorate that tree as well. So I incorporated a lot of red in my tree in the past, and so since I'm changing it up this year, I don't want to waste all the red decor and red ribbon that I had in the years past, so I'm going to use that on the tree that I'm going to put in my bedroom. And it'll be beautiful. It already is just by itself. It's so pretty. But we'll go ahead and add that there. But as for that, we're just going to do some decorating and just have a lot of fun. So you guys just sit back, enjoy the Christmas music, get yourself something warm and cozy to drink, or go ahead and decorate with me. But whatever you do, just enjoy it. And if you like today's video, if you found some sort of inspiration or motivation to decorate your house differently, or just to decorate, start decorating in general, please give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And comment, talk to me. You know, I always reply in the messages. So go ahead and comment and tell me where you're watching from and what theme maybe you're doing this year with your Christmas tree or your decor. And subscribe, and if you hit the notification bell, then you are notified right away whenever I upload a video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and all those fun things, and just enjoy and watch, and I will see you guys in a bit. Bye.
So here is the decor that we'll be using out here in the living room. In the living room, I kind of wanted to go with a gold and champagne and a little bit of, you know, the woodsy burlap look out here. But I do still have a ton of all my red and more colorful decor that you'll see here in a second, that I'm going to be incorporating on the tree in my bedroom. So I'm super excited about that, and a lot of red in there and fun stuff, but most of the gold and champagne stuff we'll keep out here in the living room. But first, let's go ahead and get rid of that fall wreath. It was beautiful, it served its purpose well, and now it's time to get that beautiful Christmas wreath up. And I love this wreath. My sister-in-law made it for me for Christmas a few years ago, and I hang it on my door every year. Here's how it looks before, nothing on it. We love this tree. We just got it from Home Depot. It has the micro dot lights, I believe that's what they're called. It's kind of like they're fairy lights all over the tree. So beautiful. So I found these two little wreaths at Michael's, and you can't really tell, but they have kind of like a sparkly look to them, and I just wanted to add a simple, beautiful satin bow and hang them on the hutch because I thought they just looked so pretty and elegant and kind of a classic look to them. To hang these little wreaths, I'm using little sticky command hooks, and I'm not really worried about the paint if it kind of chips or peels on the hutch because it's just chalk paint. I painted it, so I can touch it up if I need to. But they worked out so well.
He got into a drifted bank and then we got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Since we don't have a fireplace or a mantle, I wanted to try to figure out some other way to display our stockings in a cute way where I could hang them up. And I saw on Pinterest that somebody used their blanket ladder for their stockings, and I thought that was such a great idea, and I love how it looks. Every year, this is where I display all my Christmas cards, is on this garland that I just added, like the little clips you get from the dollar spot in Target, the Christmas ones, and I hang up all the Christmas cards right there, and they turn out so cute.
Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
So here is when I started to make all these little tails. I call them the tails. I don't know the proper name. So I just placed one on the other, and then I took some floral wire and I just wrapped it on up. There was no particular way I did it. I did it different almost every time. But I'll show you how I put them in the tree. So what I did was I just kind of found a branch. I would wedge the tail end, the area where I had the floral wire on it. I would just wedge it in, and I would kind of just bubble it out. I don't know if that's the proper term. But I just did this over and over again. I didn't have any particular pattern that I was going in. I just went all different directions, and I would step back. I would look at it. I would go add more, step back, look at it, just so it kind of had some sort of, so it looked even, symmetrical. That's the word, symmetrical. So I just kept kind of playing with it, and that's how I did it. Just when I thought enough, I had to make more. So make sure you have plenty of ribbon. You can always return the ribbon you don't use or use it for wrapping, but just make sure you have enough so you don't have to stop in the middle of your project and go get more. So when decorating my tree, since this is such a big tree, I also wanted to make sure I had ornaments that were not going to look so tiny in this big tree. So these are the big ornaments from Hobby Lobby and Michaels. Oh, there's our little wedding ornament. But yes, they're from Michaels and Hobby Lobby, and don't ever pay full price for ornaments. You can always buy them 50% off, or I think at Michaels they're 40% off. So I also add some of these picks. Some are champagne colored, some have more of a copper color, and I just love how they add dimension to the tree and texture. And I just, of course, I like those little circle beaded look in decor. So these picks were really fun to use. They always just make the tree just pop, I think, and sparkle, and they're fun. But I also this year got some of these little acorn, is that what they're, not acorn, pine cone ornaments. They look silver in person, but they really are more of like a bronzy kind of champagne look. They were super pretty and just brought a lot of fun to the tree. I had so much fun with them. But yeah, I just really am so happy with how it turned out. Every time I see my tree, I'm just so happy. It makes me happy. I love these pictures that we have, but I had this really fun idea to order some music sheets or prints off of Etsy and to put them in these frames, and then in front of it place my nativity scene. It turned out so pretty, better than I could have ever imagined, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So these prints I ordered off of Etsy. You just order the file, and I think they were like $8 each. They were so reasonable. And then I just ordered them. I had them printed at our FedEx Kinko's here, and total to have all three printed, and I think they threw in a few more extra, it was like $18. So I just used my own frames, and it worked out beautifully, and it turned out awesome.
toys, all for the little ones' Christmas.
So here we are getting started on the Christmas tree that's going to be in our bedroom. This is the one that we had out in our living room for a couple years, but since moving in this house, this tree just looks tiny in the big living room. But I didn't want to waste it because I love it, and I love Christmas, and I love Christmas trees. So we just wrapped it in the ribbon that I had before, and we put a lot of our family ornaments out here, the ones, the sweet ones your kids make, especially if they had a lot of color on them or whatever, or they were red. Most of them are red. We stuck in here in this tree, but any that were more sentimental, we put on the tree out there. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm just going to let you enjoy the rest of the video and the music, and have a great day. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quail.